Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here, and today I'm going to give you some instructions on some homework that you can be doing at home to improve your spine, your spinal health, your adjustment, all of the above. So it's a concept that we call spinal molding. Now, if this is the first time that you're doing this, you're probably getting the easier version or the scaled down version involving 2 bath towels. It's super simple. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. If you're a little more advanced, you're going to be using the foam blocks that we have that you took home probably today because, you know, when you took them home, you promised you were going to do the exercise the same day, right? Whatever day it is, this may also be a refresher for you so that you can do this properly. So I'm going to show you the bath towel version first, and then I'll show you the foam blocks. So here goes with the towels. Okay, here you see we have an ordinary bath towel, regular size. All we're going to do is we're going to fold it to the middle on both sides. So in the middle you want to have a nice little crease, okay? So that crease is going to be where your spine eventually ends up. So you take that crease, doesn't have to be perfect, and now we just roll this towel on up. So right up the middle, you are going to find that there's a crease there. Okay, that's where your spine is going to go, whether you're placing that under your low back or under your neck. Now, if this is really too much of a tall fold for you, simply unroll a little bit of it because it'll get shorter, it'll be more moldable to your size. And you can do that for both the neck or the low back. Okay, now that I've got my towels rolled up, I am going to lie on them just like this. This lower towel goes right above my hips in the small of the back, really accentuating this lumbar curve. The one under the neck goes right under the neck. I'm accentuating the cervical curve. Now, a couple of important notes. You want to do this on a hard surface. So right now I'm on an adjusting table, but you can do this on the floor, the carpeted floor, if you need to put a yoga mat down or a couple of blankets or towels. So if you only have a hard surface at home, do not do this on a bed or a couch. The other thing, you want to make sure your knees are up. Okay, if you do this with your legs out straight, it is going to be uncomfortable on your lower back. So make sure your knees are up in this process as well. For our advanced users, or if you've already graduated from using the towels, you're going to use these. So these are a cervical and lumbar foam. They go underneath the neck and the low back, as you can imagine. So I'm going to show you how to use these. So now I want to show you the proper setup if you're using the cervical and lumbar wedges, or foams as we call them. So what you're looking at here on the top part, the cervical part, you see that the flat part is going to be against my shoulders and my head is going to rest on that downward slope or the little ramp there. On the lower end, on the lumbar end, you see that the rounded foam is kind of like a teardrop shape. You want the point of that pointing towards your feet. Okay, so this is the proper setup. I will get into this position so you can see it and so that you're doing it right at home. This would be the proper setup if you are using the foams. You'll notice that if you've graduated from the towels to the foams, these are a little more firm. That's on purpose. We've scaled it accordingly to make sure that as you get to this part, it is nice and comfortable. But the same rules apply. Hard surface, up right under the neck, in the small of the back, knees up, and you're going to do this for anywhere between 5 to 20 minutes. You're going to start on the low end and build your way up. Now, some directions on how to do this exercise, whether you're using towels or the foams. You're going to start off slow. So you're going to start off by doing 5 minutes. Okay, that 5 minutes for some of you will be a breeze. You won't feel like you've done a whole lot of work. For others of you, it may seem like you can't wait for that 5 minutes to be over. It all really depends on the condition of your spine. Okay, so I like 5 minutes. It's a nice gradual transition into using this or doing this exercise. So at that 5 minute mark, take an inventory. If 5 minutes is feeling like that's enough of a stretch, you can't really push it much further, get off. If you get to 5 minutes and it's a piece of cake and you're comfortable and it feels good, it feels like it's opening things up, go in 2 minute increments. Go up to 7 minutes or go up and then go up to 9 minutes. But always take an inventory to make sure you're not pushing it too far. Now, people always ask me, what would happen if I fell asleep? Because they get very comfortable in that position. Nothing really. You will stretch your ligaments and stretch your spine out a lot. It may not be so fun when you're getting off of there, but move around a little bit. At the very least, you're going to be a little sore, a little stiff, but you're not physically doing any damage. You're just putting your spine in a position that it's been trying to get in. You just did it you went from 0 to 100 really fast. So we like to do it more gradually, let the spine adapt, let the body adapt. The time of day can play a factor in this as well. I personally do my spinal molding exercise in the morning. Some people love it before bed, some people do theirs at lunchtime. So find what works for you, find a time where you can do it consistently. So that's pretty much it, folks. Pretty simple. It's gonna be huge, huge, huge in how your spine is shaped, on how you are able to overcome the sedentary things, whether you're sitting at a desk or you're on a computer a lot or you're driving a lot, whatever it is, it's going to be a huge, huge support. I'm sure you're going to find that you're going to love this exercise. If you have any questions, please throw them at us next time you're in, or shoot us an email, text, whatever it is. Make sure you get it answered, because we want this to be a part of your regular daily spinal hygiene routine. See you guys next time.